Blog ranking on the top, getting huge traffic, still not converting any visitors. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we are going to talk about a very weird scenario where we always end up thinking from the point of SEO, but not from the point of business owners and not from the point of revenue. So today we are going to talk about writing blogs as per subject matter expert or writing blogs as per generalist. Now, understand, I'm not saying journalist, I'm saying generalist, like a general person. So, today we are going to talk about this. Basically, sometimes what happens is, let's say if there is a nutritionist and I give her to write a blog or him to write a blog, he will write a blog so deep that it will go ahead and rank on top of Google. He will put all the case studies that are there related to that. He can also go ahead and he or she can also go ahead and put research or original research which they have conducted, and there is a good chance this blog will go ahead and rank on top. But sometimes these kind of blogs, you get huge traffic coming in, they are ranking on the top, but you see page time of users or average reader is not staying on the page for very long, let alone getting convert. And one of the major reasons is we sometimes go into the blogging or in the niche we are in, we go in too deep that we start using so many industry jargons that we forget that the reader or how reader mind is operating right there. Now that's the one of the major job for a copywriter or content writer, to make sure that your blog is written in a way or get into the mindset of the ideal audience that you are targeting. Let's say I'm writing a blog about fat loss diet. Okay, so if as a subject matter expert I go into gut microbes, hormones, prebiotics, probiotics, and all those things, the average reader who's a person struggling with the fat diet, or not fat diet, but struggling with fat, a lot of body fat, okay, and just putting it sensitively, the person does not need the study, he doesn't need all those research that have been done, he needs actionable tips. And that's the job of a content writer, copywriter, and the owner of the blog, or maybe the niche owner or the blog owner or the website owner, to get into the mind of that person, reader, see what kind of reader this blog is attracting, and then write content as per them. Okay, so that's one of the major reasons some of the blogs are on the top. They get a lot of traffic, a lot of visitors on regular basis, but do not end up getting converting into a lead, or maybe ebook sales, info products, or go to the product page and buy the product or hire you guys for service. That could be one of the major reasons. And this looks like a common practice, like a very common knowledge, but it's not that common. Sometimes as an SEO I go on blogs which are ranking on the top to read the whole information, and then I think that this is so much hard to understand, this is so hard to understand, that if I didn't have this much knowledge, the person is throwing around terms like Google Eat and LLP without giving any kind of background to it. If I didn't know about Google BERT update or something like that, or not explaining Penguin update, maybe Penguin update people know about, but not explaining these basic things, I come across so many blogs like those. And I think to myself that maybe if this person would have written keeping in mind that not only subject matter experts are gonna come and read this blog, a normal person will come and read this blog. Another one of the big reason is that people put the link to the studies, and this is one thing which I have seen subject matter experts doing. They want to justify everything that they are writing, so they put links to the official website. Let's say if it's a nutritionist, they'll put so many links out there to WebMD and other things, which is good. If you're taking study from someone, do give them a do follow outlink or outbound link to them. That's a very good practice. But try doing it by the end of the blog, because sometimes the user just go and start reading the study and jumps from the website. He never reaches to the CTR of the website. So that's something that everyone have to keep in mind. And yeah, these are some of the very simple tips that people have to keep in mind. One another big thing that I always tell people, that if you're planning to rank a blog on the top of Google, okay, before putting all the backlinks and effort to rank the blog, just try to do ads on that particular blog, okay, on that particular keyword, and see how many people, let's say if 1,000 people are coming to that blog, see how many of them are actually converting. First work on conversion of rate optimization and copywriting, then put everything that is out there, maybe 10 blogs, related blogs, and internal link to that blog. Get the best backlink that blog can get from the market, and then put all those efforts. It will be worth it. Okay, it won't be a waste of money to you by doing Google ads, but Google ads is amazing to test SEO sometimes, or conversion rate optimization of your website. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Yeah, this is it, guys. So I hope this podcast or this video is helping you guys, and if it is, then please go ahead and click on subscribe wherever you are listening to this or watching this. And if you can leave me a review, comment, subscribe, or want to get back to me, connect with me on social media. I am posting different tips on different social media. That's something very interesting. There are like carousel posts, there are videos, 1 minute short videos of teaching marketing. So that's something that everyone can get interested in. And yeah, so this is it. I hope you guys have an amazing time, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.